Hello and good morning. Right, today I've got a hunting Honda. Yes, a customer brought one in and he says all it's doing is making a whirring noise and it's hunting. So let's go and sort the thing out. Okay. This is what he's doing. Okay, right. First things first is to turn the fuel off. It's got a cable tie holding the fuel tap on, so that's not a good sign either. Okay, wrong side. Oh, they're long bolts. Okay. Gaskets are quite good, so that's certainly not the problem. Right, we'll take this off as well. That's it. Okay, let's take this one up. It's got some clips on it. Right. Check the spring there, that's fine. Right. I'll only have a little bit of fuel in the pipe here, so I'm not too worried about that, but I'll see what I will do. Just make it easier. Empty it in there. Now that shoots fuel. Alright. Okay, I solved the problem. Yep, that'll do. Right, first of all I'm going to check out this fuel system, make sure there's no leaks. Just blowed into the pipe there, and there's no leaks coming out of that pipe, so that's another good sign. Check the springs. Make sure there's nothing blocking. No, nothing there blocking, so that's good. Okay, let's get and clean the carburetor. Okay, let's start taking this apart. I did notice that the gasket on this side is split. I don't have any, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one. I will just draw around my gasket sheets and I will make one for that. Oh, that was quite stiff. Oops, just spilt it. It's not too clever, is it? Okay. One thing I've noticed, there's no fibre washer there. Well, it's not too bad inside. There is some rust in there, so we'll soon see if that's affecting that. Okay, take this out, put that into there. Leave that there. I will have to take that jet out and give that a clean. There is some crud around here, so a bit rust, so it's all going to need a good clean. Okay, let's get some tools and sort that out. Okay. You have to be careful with these because these are only brass. And you don't want to break them. Alright, that does not want to come out. Okay, so let's spray some carburetor cleaner inside it. Also mix it with just a little bit of WD-40 just to penetrate that. Okay, it wasn't coming out tight, I just had to make some adjustments and it is coming out now. It was coming out. I think this jet has had it, but the bloke, he doesn't want to pay no money on it, he just wants it running. Oh, it's terrible, it's completely had it, this jet. I just hope I can get it back in. Right. Okay, it doesn't want to come out. No. No. Does not want to come out. Right. Along those pliers, these things do test you. Right, I'm going to take this out and come back. Alright, what I've done is I've just made the groove a little bit more, just so that the when I put it back, the screwdriver will now turn it back in, so that's made that a lot easier. And I will clean the thread on it as well, so it's like it goes in a lot easier. Okay, let's put that into there. I'm going to start spraying some carburetor cleaner. Right, the jet. Right, there's a jet there, which is not, I don't know, that's this one here will not come out. It is fixed in for some reason. That's unusual. This one here, okay, right, I think there could be another little jet just inside there, so I need to screw that in, and I will count it. Right, so that's quarter, half, 3/4, one turning, 1, 2, 3, that's 4, that's 2 full turnings, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 3 full turnings, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I can get this one out. It might be something in there that's blocked as well. And where's the main jet? The main jet's inside there, but it's fixed in, so let's start cleaning it up. Oh, wrong one. I'll do the main jet. That's clear. That's clear. Inside there's some jets there. Well, that's clear. Well, that comes out of there, so that is clear. Well, we'll leave that to soak just for a bit. There's another little one there. That looks blocked. Yeah, there's a load of rubbish there. If you can see it, just in there. See, I'm scraping all that rubbish out. It probably doesn't act for nothing, but okay, I'm going to get the airline on this now. I won't do it in the video because it is really noisy, so we'll come back to you. Okay, this made this gasket. What I normally do, line that flat piece, just draw around the edge very lightly so you don't disturb it. If you haven't got them in stock, then you can make them. Saves time. I know it's easier to use the right gaskets, but I'm afraid I don't have any of these in stock. They only have to be rough cut out, especially on the outside. do the inside. Right, so I'm going to leave that on there for the moment. Let's line that up again. Right, so what I have got is I've got these punches. So I'm going to line up these, make sure we get the right size for, hold that into place. It has slightly moved. That's it. And then line that up. That was too big for that one. That ain't too bad. And then there, just get the hammer. Okay, that's one hole done. It's just a little bit out. Okay. That's it. Right. Next one. I don't want to put pins in to hold this gasket on top. And I've got to get these ones just on the inside, which is there. Ooh, you cut my hand off there, look. So be careful. And the other side, it's just give those half grooves. And then that one there. Okay, right, so that's the holes done. And then just get a scalpel and then gently cut around. Very light. If you have to do 2 cuts around it, do it. Do the, take your time. Sometimes you might get it first cut, like that. See? And then the same on the outside. That's a nice straight cut. Always use a sharp scalpel though. You try using a fresh one every time, because they do blunt very easy. Of course, really windy outside. You can probably hear it in the background. And it's just this last bit. Now that is not a bad guess cut. Time and money saved. Alright, okay. Let's get this carburetor put back together and Right, okay, let's start putting these parts back together. What I'm going to do is take my glove off now, because I don't really need that one. Okay, that's gone in nicely there. And then let's see if this can go in nicely without scratching it or breaking it. Put this one back very gently. It's going in nicely. Okay, let's hit the bottom. That's it. Not over tighten it. I will just quickly give it another blow in case any rubbish went through to the hole. Okay, so that's that part done. Put the floating needle back in. These ones don't have any springs on them. It would help to put it around the right way. Okay. See, it's come off. Very fiddly. Okay. And then hold that to where the holes are. And then get the pin. Line it up, just push in, and that's in. Okay. Right, sorry about that. I just had a unexpected call from Mixed Mowers disturbing me when I'm doing my videoing. Right, let's get this float bowl cover back on. So that one goes at the back, that's at the front. Yeah. So then what you got to think, this screw here, it's easier if it's there at the front, because then you can, no, it's at the side, that's it. Right, now I didn't have no fibre washers, so I've got some hard gasket material and I've made my own washers as well. So I did that off the videoing. The bowl wasn't leaking with it, but it really should have a washer. That's it. And we'll put this screw back into here. Get it right. That's it, so you can see it. Phillips screws over. And this one. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, positive that's what it was. Yep, 3 full turns. So, okay, that's that. Let's get the lawnmower back up and stick it back on. Right, just put the air filter underneath just to hold the carburetor up. Just make sure this goes back in as well. quite a fiddly one, this one. Right. Let's get the little one in. Oh, that was quite fiddly. It doesn't want a new air filter, so I'm not going to put one on. Okay, let's make sure the cable works. Yep, right, let's go and try it. Well, there you saw it. Another good job, well done. Didn't take too long. Customer will be happy when he comes and collects it, and that's it really. Anyway, so I hope the close-ups were a lot better this time for you, and you managed to see what I was actually doing, and you did enjoy me making my own gaskets as well. Sometimes it has to be done, but what can you do if you haven't got the stock? If you can make them, it does the job, doesn't it? So that's it for me on this video, and hope you see me until the next time. If you did like this one, please give us a like, and please subscribe, and don't forget that little bell notification button if you want to see some more. So it's goodbye from me.